down, break them down, break them down. They say they competition, but they nothing but some clowns. Watch me break them down, break them down, break them down. Watch me break them down, break them down, break them down. Watch me break them down, break them down, break them down. They say they competition, but them niggas going down.
Now these fools got me wondering what the beef is all about. Mama scared to have me home, my homie broke into her house. Now eyes to be the snake, since he wanna be the mouse. Trying to get me for my bread and leave me crumbs on the couch. People born with your spouse, I ain't playing, break them down. Got a truck full of dogs and shit's about to go down. No, I don't make up, hell no, ain't no clown. I play the game on the bench so I can watch the out of bounds. I keep it real in this game, y'all niggas be faking, slowing me down, and my time you be wasting. Gotta slow myself down, God grant me patience. Run through the holes like the realm that I am. Calling me a dog when yet you a bitch. Buying up kids and no I ain't rich. I got the best dope, yeah, feel this shit. And the whole neighborhood wanna take a hit. Dope rhymes, yeah, get a taste of the spit. We can swap it out, his and your trip. Got my mind lost, tell me where is my soul. Cut out my own eyes, then hang up the fro.
Somebody tell me, man, sometimes do you feel lost? Knowing not the way to go, cause you throw it off. Gotta pay the cost if you wanna be the boss. Is there the free in this world? Everything costs. Somebody tell me, man, sometimes do you feel lost? Knowing not the way to go, cause you throw it off. Gotta pay the cost if you wanna be the boss. Is there the free in this world? Everything
hey, what goes around, back around, right back in your face. Staring you point blank in the eyes with no pity or no grace. Hey, what goes around, back around, right back in your face. Staring you point blank in the eyes with no pity or no grace. These men don't nobody.
Watch me break them down, break them down, break them down. Watch me break them down, break them down, break them down. Watch me break them down, break them down, break them down. They say they competition, but they nothing but some clowns. Watch me break them down, break them down, break them down. Watch me break them down, break them down, break them down. Watch me break them down, break them down, break them down. They say they competition, but them niggas going down.
Now these fools got me wondering what the beef is all about. Mama scared to have me home, my homie broke into her house. Now eyes to be the snake, since he wanna be the mouse. Trying to get me for my bread and leave me crumbs on the couch. People born with your spouse, I ain't playing, break them down. Got a truck full of dogs and shit's about to go down. No, I don't make up, hell no, ain't no clown. I play the game on the bench so I can watch the out of bounds. I keep it real in this game, y'all niggas be faking, slowing me down, and my time you be wasting. Gotta slow myself down, God grant me patience. Run through the holes like the realm that I am. Calling me a dog when yet you a bitch. Buying up kids and no I ain't rich. I got the best dope, yeah, feel this shit. And the whole neighborhood wanna take a hit. Dope rhymes, yeah, get a taste of the spit. We can swap it out, his and your trip. Got my mind lost, tell me where is my soul. Cut out my own eyes, then hang up the fro.
Somebody tell me, man, sometimes do you feel lost? Knowing not the way to go, cause you throw it off. Gotta pay the cost if you wanna be the boss. Is there the free in this world? Everything costs. Somebody tell me, man, sometimes do you feel lost? Knowing not the way to go, cause you throw it off. Gotta pay the cost if you wanna be the boss. Is there the free in this world? Everything
hey, what goes around, back around, right back in your face. Staring you point blank in the eyes with no pity or no grace. Hey, what goes around, back around, right back in your face. Staring you point blank in the eyes with no pity or no grace. These men don't nobody.
Welcome to Frostville. I beat D, Dr. Frizzle Frost. Tonight we're gonna be reacting to a live stream from Mr. Lucario and Miles Cunningham from Real Game No Theory, and it's gonna be talking about high and low interest. What's up, Coach Ferg? Appreciate you coming through, Coach Ferg in the building. What's up, Liner in the building? What's up, Liner? Said I would take him forever. Deshaun Ali in the building. What to do? Appreciate y'all coming through. Peace and blessing to you, and appreciate you for participating in the chat. We're gonna be reacting to this live stream from Mr. Lucario and Miles Cunningham about high and low interest, and they are reacting to another guy. So we're gonna be double reacting, you know what I mean? Huh? But let me hit y'all with the intro so we can dive right into this shit, man. Let's dissect this thing, man, huh?
Lost count of the brothers we lost to these streets. It done came to sometimes either him or me. All the time I kept my eyes on my enemies. Had people that was that called family. Said loyalty's a must, but I lost that trust. I just knew that I loved her, but the facts was lust. Should've had my nose in the wind, but I was sneezing off dust. Achoo, bless you, still this world is cruel. The table's set, but the chairs are empty. Lies were served like a feast of plenty. Whispers carve knives that cut so deep. Promises are sold for secrets to keep. I build my trust on fragile stone. Now I stand here all alone. Betrayal's flame won't burn me down. I'll rise up strong. Wear the crown. Through the ashes, through the scars, I'll light the dark like falling stars. Blood means nothing when hearts grow cold. Their smiles were masks, their hands were stones. They watched me drown, they watched me fight, but I broke the chains in the heat of night. I've seen shadows, I've seen the fall. Now I'll be the ice that breaks them all. Betrayal's flame won't burn me down. I'll rise up strong. Wear the crown. Through the ashes, through the scars, I'll light the dark like falling stars. I'm cold, bitch. I'm cold, bitch. 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 Welcome to Frostville. Salute to the host, Dr. Frizzle Frost. Let's suit up. Let's get ready for surgery.
Let's get ready for surgery. Let's pull this thing up, man. What we're gonna do though, we're gonna definitely speed the vocals up on here. Let me see. Shit, how I do that shit?
Current events, and we spit some heavy game. So make sure that you guys watch the Patreon. Go on the Patreon. You can join for $10 a month, or if you want the $20 tier, you can look at the other exclusive stuff like this right here. 3 ways to get sex within 24 hours. That's on the $20 tier. So make sure you guys.
So we're gonna speed it up a little bit and let's see what they're talking about.
Do that and get that cracking. So go to patreon.com/Mr. Locario and make that shit go down. You feel me? All right, cool. So guys, phone lines are up. The call-in number is 844-672-7300, 844-672-7300. Make sure you guys donate before you call up. If you have a question, put Q in the chat and we will get to your questions at the end. So make sure you make that happen. All right, so now let's get into this. So we're talking about how high interest equals sexual attraction only, and why most men are confused about attraction. Now, we're going to be responding to our favorite Looks Mac.
Shit, I'm gonna slow that. He already talk fast than him up. Let me slow it down just a little bit.
Sir Austin Dunham, because he did a video, as he calls it, a high interest masterclass about recognizing women who have high interest. And see, understand that. I want you guys to understand that before I got.
Now let me just let me give my just let me give y'all a route of high interest from my perspective. Like high interest concerning me in my bubble, right, is when the woman is she's googling, laughing at shit that ain't even funny type shit, strong eye contact, seductive looking, sexual kind of type looking, like she ready to tear into you right now type of shit. So you got to know body language. Also, if you're talking to the woman and she's touchy feeling, she's all in your space, touchy feeling, hell, shit, touch back. And definitely if she allow you to touch back, you know, and not grabbing no booty and shit, you know, like just, you know how the motherfucker just slap you on the shoulder, but it's kind of like a shoulder rub instead of a slap. And she hits on your shoulder and her hand just rub down type shit while she laughing at your jokes. So shit like that, that's what I consider high interest. And I make my move. It never seemed to fail. I always work. So yes, sir. Say time for Sunday Night Heat with Joe. Already. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We about to bring it in though, but let's get back to the video.
On here, no one was talking about high interest, medium interest, low interest. That's all from over here. You understand what I'm saying?
Or vetting processes.
Exactly right. Nobody's talking about vetting. Nobody was talking about boyfriend energy. That's all from here. So if you hear it out there, they got it from here. You understand? So if they didn't get it from here, they got it from somebody who got it from here. So just understand that.
Being on your purpose.
Right, exactly. All of that shit from here. You understand what I'm saying? So this is why we always gonna have to correct.
Now, Mr. Lucario and Miles have been in the game for a long time. A long time from when dating was pretty simple at best, all the way to the modern day dating. So they have a lot of experience. And I recommend you go subscribe to their channels, Miles Cunningham, Mr. Lucario. Let's get it.
Correct the incorrect. You understand what I'm saying? When, you know, guys are talking about these things, right? Because when I say high interest equals sexual attraction only, what I mean is that a woman who is highly interested in you, right, is highly interested in you based on the fact that she is sexually attracted to you. Her seeing you as sexually attractive and having sex appeal is the thing that makes her or inspires her to cooperate consistently. So basically what
let's go back to what I said about how I mentioned high interest, the touchy feeling, you know what I'm saying, type of shit. Like that never failed. It was always sex on the first night or the second night, the second meetup, first meetup or the second meetup. You know what I'm saying? So that's like very high interest in you, sexually attracted to you. But let's get it.
It is this. A woman is showing high interest when she's cooperating consistently. She cooperates consistently because she is highly sexually attracted to you. That's how it works, right? So high interest is not about a woman, you know, just giving you a choosing signal, or a woman, you know, talking to you on the phone, or hanging out with you because you're paying for dinner. And that's not high interest, right?
And that's where it goes. This is what goes to the title of the video. A conversation with a woman means nothing. And here's why.
Interest is when a woman is highly sexually attracted to you. And then what she does is that she cooperates because she's highly sexually attracted to you. And she is also consistent with the cooperation because she's highly sexually attracted to you. You see what I'm saying? It's really that simple. So anything else outside of that is not high interest. So if a woman is dealing with you because you got clout, she doesn't have high interest in you. Like if the main reason she's dealing with you because you're popular or you got money or whatever it is, she doesn't have high interest in you. You understand what I'm saying? High interest is when the woman is highly sexually attracted to you, which is the thing that gets her to cooperate consistently. It's that simple. Right. You see what I'm saying? So what we're going to do is we're going to bring up this video.
Got to have that cooperation. She got to be cooperative.
And then we're going to, you know, talk about this. We're going to, you know, start it, stop it, go into this thing. And this video right here. Oh, we already got calls already. Okay. 954. What's poppin'? Who this?
Steve a bitch.
All right, so now we're going to continue. So basically, we're going to talk about this video right here. And the name of the video is How to Spot and Keep High Interest Women Full Breakdown. Okay, so we're going to get into this. And guys, you want to call up? Calling number is 844-672-7300. 844-672-7300 is the numbers. Let's.
So I ain't never heard of this guy. His name is Austin Dunham Dating. So I guess he's trying to teach guys how to date and stuff, but they definitely gonna be dissecting what he has to say. And guess what? We're gonna dissect that shit too. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna dissect it too. You wanna know what I want? I want to change my screen real quick. So I got a better. Hold up. Yeah, there we go. Let's get it.
Let's get this cracking. Let's go.
Completely obsessed with you? The answer usually comes down to understanding the psychology of high interest attraction. So in this video, I'm going to explain exactly how high interest women think, why attraction can increase or decrease over time, and what separates the men women casually date from the men they genuinely want. Now, this is going to be a masterclass. So without further ado, let's get into it. Now, the first thing you got to understand is that—
all right, guys, so take notes. It's going to be a masterclass. So, and I mean,
he don't realize that the master is Lucario, man. Like, he really could just shout you out one time, bro. Like, he really could. Like, come on, man. Like, and the crazy part is it's not even going to take away from none of his.
Right. You know? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. It just doesn't, because this is the thing you guys got to understand, right? Before I was talking about high, medium, and low interest, all guys thought that any type of attention a woman was giving them.
Russ said this isn't a math class though, but we definitely about to do some trigonometry.
And she was interested.
Right.
And the reason why I had to break it down and chop it up to high, medium, and low is because I had to show you guys that there are women out there who are going to use you for attention and play games with you, but they're not actually interested in you like that. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And so you got to understand the difference so you don't waste time on a woman who's an attention whore. Shout out to Alan Roger Curry, rest in peace. Notice Alan Roger Curry is dead and I'm shouting him out. But anyway, shout out to Alan Roger Curry, rest in peace. He talks about wholesome pretenders and manipulative time wasters, right? So what happens is that you have women who are time wasters who are going to try to manipulate you. And basically, this is why you need to understand if the woman has high interest or low interest. But let's continue.
there's a difference.
Yeah, you got to watch for the attention seekers, but also once you find out that they're just talking to you or associated with you for attention, don't go off the hinges. Don't get mad. Don't be upset. You got to learn how to move on and keep it pushing. To a certain extent, you got to learn how to do that.
Difference between high interest and high intent. I feel like a lot of guys sort of confuse the two because there are sort of overlaying sort of traits there. Now, high intent means a woman is eager to see you, which could be a high interest woman, keep in mind, but the high intent woman isn't always high interest. Now, you will know a woman's high intent whenever she has fast replies, which is also a high interest trait. She initiates plans first, or what I say, she funnels you first, asking for your number, asking for your availability. And
so usually what happens is that if a woman is doing all that, asking for your number, asking for your availability and all that other stuff, that usually means that you're not leading. You understand what I'm saying? It doesn't necessarily mean that she's interested in you or highly interested in you. It could be because you're not actually leading the situation, right? But she is in some form or fashion trying to make something happen, which is why she's doing that. But a lot of times that'll happen because you're not leading. But let's say just off the rip, she does that, right? A lot of times if she was to do that off the rip, right, that usually means that she is leading, and that's kind of like, her personality of how she's going to be in the situation. But the thing is that if you're following that, then you're.
If you following, she will become dominant. She will become dominant over you. So watch how you proceed when you talk to women, and definitely that's her leading. So you can uno reverse that. You can uno reverse that though by giving the order. You know what I'm saying? Giving the order back. Yo, what's up, Roberto? Appreciate you coming through. Say, why can't we just simp for Red Velvet and Chris Snack Lambda? No simping, man. No simping. Let her dominate you. Last legend ain't about to allow. And shit. I don't know shit. Trent Williams was like he dominating that situation.
Agreeing that she should be leading. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So you guys got to be very careful about that, because what happened is that some women, because they lead in their everyday lives at work or other things like that, they'll try to take the reins in the situation. And you might be thinking, oh, she's doing this because she really likes me. But no, she's doing this because she always leads the guys she deals with, because the guys that she deals with generally are more passive. You understand what I'm saying? So you gotta be careful of that. But also, he's talking about high intent versus high interest, right? So basically, if a woman is intending to see you or is interested in seeing you or excited to see you, right? Let's say she matches with you on a dating app, right? And that doesn't necessarily mean that she's going to have high interest. And, I agree that he said that, because what will happen is that the woman actually has to meet you And there has to be shown consistency in how she's coming at you for it to be high interest. But it's only high interest if she's actually sexually attracted to you. So what happens is that woman could be texting you, hitting you up, trying to make something happen, not necessarily because she's sexually attracted to you, but because she wants the attention and she likes the attention. So you got to be very careful of that when it comes to that type of stuff. You see what I'm saying? But let's continue.
She usually wants dates quickly. But like I said before, high intent doesn't always mean that she's deeply attracted to you. Sometimes she's just lonely, bored. Maybe she's recently out of a relationship. I've dealt with this a lot, where a woman, she breaks up with her boyfriend, or her boyfriend dumps her. She gets on Hinge. She's only on there for about a week.
And you become a placeholder. You become a placeholder. Someone there for her comfort. Someone there to build her back up. And an emotional sponge. Say, if she's the manager at work, then the guy she's leading ardent passive, that's bad advice. Well, it's a difference between work and dating. That's the difference. If you at work, that's a job. When you dating, this you on your free will.
She just literally wants some attention, or like a hot guy to sleep with, right? And then if you don't move fast, they're gone, they stop replying, and they get back with their ex. Also looking for validation, or she just wants someone. And that someone could be anyone, not necessarily you. Now, on the vice versa, let's talk about high interest, right? So high interest means if she had to build her ideal man from scratch, you'd be pretty close. That's what it means. It's formed through genuine attraction. And what I've realized after dealing with, quite a handful of high interest women, and working with my clients and seeing the high interest women that they attract, I realized that it usually forms from two main ways. Number one is going to be strong physical attraction.
All right, so let's stop there. So
my boy gonna hit that goddamn button real quick.
Notice the title of this video. High interest equals sexual attraction only. Right now, are there times where, based on you being physically appealing to the woman, that she's sexually attracted to you? Absolutely. But what happens is that just because a woman thinks you're physically appealing doesn't necessarily mean that she's sexually attracted to you. You see what I'm saying? So in a lot of times what happens is that it's more often than not that just because you are physically appealing to the woman, it doesn't mean she's sexually attracted to you. Because a lot of times what you got to understand is that sexual attraction is a combination of looks, appearance, and behavior. So essentially, she needs to see the whole thing. It's almost like this, right? If I asked you guys...
You got to have the whole package deal. Like Cairo said, you got to have the whole package deal.
Hey, let's say you saw a trailer of a movie. It was only a 3-minute trailer. And I asked you, hey, do you like that movie? You're going to say, well, I don't know. I didn't see the whole fucking movie. I got to see the movie. It looks interesting, but I got to see the whole thing. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
That's how women assess them being sexually attracted to you. They have to experience the entire thing, right? They got to experience having conversations with you, the energy and the interaction. They experience how you look, how you dress, how you smell. All those things take into account for her to be sexually attracted to you. You understand what I'm saying? So her being highly sexually attracted to you and her having that high interest is correlated.
And that's one reason why sometimes you can hit it one time, then you be like, then you get to talking to her and you get to know her and she get to know you, and it just throws her off. Like the conversations you have with her throws her off. Then you be like, damn, what happened? The next time you see her, she ghosts you. Like I say, it's not that much difference if she's been a manager for a decade. How can she not take that home or on her dates? And I'm pointing out what they said because they put both together. That's a lot of women have literally got wet off of seeing a dude for 5 minutes. Yeah, that's what I was just saying. Like, you can hit it one time, and then after a couple more interactions, you'll be like, damn, I can't even hit it again because she lost interest. They can lose interest.
Related to her thinking you have sex appeal. But a woman is not going to think you have sex appeal just based on your physical look. It's not that's not how it happens all the time. A woman thinking you're physically appealing means that to her, you're appealing to the eye. You being appealing to the eye isn't necessarily going to be the thing that gives her the high interest. You understand what I'm saying? This is what you guys got to understand. Let's continue.
And this usually means you fit her attraction imprint, aka you are perfectly her type. Now, this all happens on a subconscious level because in her head, she is telling herself, this man fits what I've historically been attracted to. Now, this usually happens whenever you have what I call a recognizable archetype or phenotype, meaning that you have some sort of identity about you. So if you're a very average guy, if you have no standout features, for example, let's say you're a ginger, let's say you have freckles. Me, for example, being a minority could also be like a niche sort of type, right? Especially if you date outside your race.
So this nigga be reaching. He be reaching.
I think I'm playing this shit too fast. Some of this shit I think kind of like flying past me. So I was agreeing with you. I was saying they were lying. Okay, yeah. I think something flew past me. I might need to slow it down. I think something flew past me.
You know, I ain't gonna lie.
So, see again. Okay, check this out. Right. See, the problem with a lot of guys and what they don't understand, right, is that when women are experiencing you, they don't experience you in 2D. You understand? Like they're experiencing you in an aspect of y'all having an experience. So meaning a woman just doesn't look at you from across the room and that's your interaction. Like she's just not staring at you.
Right.
She might just look at you on a dating app
Right.
and based on your pictures or whatever, but she's not actually just looking at you. So what does that mean? That means that an actual interaction has to happen between you and the woman, right? So that's
Exactly.
the thing she's judging you on, not just, oh, well, you know, you just look like this type, right? Because if you look like the type that she's attracted to physically or the type of guys that she goes for, right? Or that she's usually interested in, right? What you got to understand is that there's still other things that go with it. You understand what I'm saying? That's the part that you're leaving out. You don't, a woman is not experiencing you just based on you looking a certain way. So what happens is that her experience with men, period, right, is she knows that I actually have to interact with him to see if I'm actually interested in him.
Definitely, the interaction definitely counts. I do agree with Lionel, like when he said the first 5 minutes she can get wet, and it may not be an interaction. It could be that moment. It could be for that moment, and a guy can get to smash because he was in the right place, right time, and he had the right physical appearance, and it could be in that moment. But like I said, once the interaction starts, that can kill the attraction. For example, I know this guy. He was talking to a chick, and he getting acquainted with her. And he married. That's a number one thing that's wrong. That's fucked up because he married and he hitting on this chick. So that's number one. Number two, he saw her talking to another guy, holding the conversation with another guy. And she started to wing because he used to talk to her like every time I see her, he in her face. You know what I'm saying? Every time I see her, he in her face. I guess she started backing off of him, right? And he sees her in another guy's face, right? So she talking to another guy, just holding conversation, regular fucking conversation, right? And he walks up to her and he says, Is that's why you stop messing? If this is why you slowed down messing with me because you found somebody new, nigga, you married. So get what? Guess what that interaction just did? Killed the whole attraction level that she had left of him. Killed the whole thing. That's crazy. It's crazy. Saying they still going. All right, say, are they still going outside? Like what's that line of going outside? Like, but yeah, definitely, man. They because you can have a motherfucker around your finger and then lose it. That's how relationships happen. You know, that's how relationships end. The attraction be there from the honeymoon stage. Then once you start getting into the meat and potatoes of the relationship, somebody interest drop. And then the relationship starts to wingles and phase off. But let's get back into it.
You understand? It's just like,
Right.
for example, you might like a certain type of food, right? But let's say you go to a restaurant that you've never been to, right? Just because, like, for example, let's say they're serving, I don't know, like chicken or something like that, like fried chicken or baked chicken or some shit like that, right? You like fried chicken or baked chicken. So you say, okay, I'm going to go and order this off the menu, right? So you have an idea that you like chicken, but you've never had their chicken. So now when they come with the chicken, you might bite into this shit and be like, yo, this shit is trash. But I generally
That shit trash. That shit trash.
like chicken, but I don't like their chicken. So a woman can say, I like his look, but I don't like.
Hold up. Lana said, I met RD guys reviewing still going outside. They sound outdated. Yeah, they still going outside. They definitely dating. They outside. Yes, sir.
Like this nigga. Does that make sense? Because I'm experiencing him specifically. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what I understand. It's like, this shit is, I'm like, oh man. But again, what happens is when you're talking about surface level things, this is where guys get confused.
Like Lucario has a woman who helps him with his business. Miles, he also has a woman who helps him with his business. And they also date other women. And that woman knows about that they date other women. So yeah, they definitely outside.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy, but let's continue.
So my type of look, which I'll say my archetype is more, muscular, black guy, tattoos, high sex appeal. That sort of look and archetype is very popular with women who dated guys like me before, versus if you're a telenovela heartthrob sort of looking guy, or maybe you're a country guy, or maybe you're a classic finance bro looking guy, or maybe you're a Southeast Asian Indian guy who reminds her of like her ex or whatever it may be, right? Point is that high interest usually forms whenever you fit her attraction imprint. And these women are going to be like high interest off the rip because once again, you remind them of something. Now, we can go deeper into this. Sometimes it's their family. So for example, some women are attracted to men who remind them of their dad, either behaviorally or sometimes even physically.
Molly look like that.
I did a whole video on this. I mean, look, you know what? Great minds think alike and all that. I don't know. It just seems weird though. Like, I don't know.
But see, and this is the thing. What happens is this is what I want you guys to understand, right?
So Lionel, you said you can dismantle what they got a call-in show. Like when they go live down there every day, they got a call-in show. I think you're gonna have to cash out them $10, but they do have shows that they do free calls, or sometimes on the show they have free calls. So it'll be very interesting, Lionel, if you can call in to debunk Mr. Lucario, because he will accept calls for you to debunk what he's saying. You know what I'm saying? So that'll be very interesting.
Understand that, a lot of the stuff that he's talking about is surface level. So what happens is he's going to hear a lot of different things and try to put it together, which I understand, right? But the part that's missing, and you guys are gonna realize this as we're going along with the video, is that his language is gonna expose him, and I'm gonna show y'all exactly where it's at as we continue to go along. But let's continue.
Let's go.
Now she dates outside the race. What I've noticed is that it's usually the opposite. They like and have a high attraction towards guys who remind them nothing of their dad. And we can argue whether or not these women are broken, but that's a different story for another day. Also, as mentioned, past relationships. So this usually comes down to you fit the archetype or a phenotype of her first love, the guy that formed the first strong emotional imprint on her, or maybe her first boyfriend, the first guy she lost her virginity to, right? And I encourage you, next time you actually come across a high interest woman, actually do some reconnaissance work based upon her history. Ask, not on the first date, but ask about her previous relationships. Even ask to see these guys, because what you'll realize is that there's going to be a commonality there. And I've done this. I speak from experience. I asked to see their exes or, you know, your first love. And I'm like, holy shit, this guy looks like a younger version of myself. Now, they say that history has a pattern of repeating itself, and that is absolutely true when it comes to the attraction imprint, but also celebrity crushes. So, for example, I remember a girl told me that her first celebrity crush was like 50 Cent, like get rich or die trying 50 Cent, muscular jack, tattoos, do-rag on. And she'll have a poster of him on her wall when she was like 12 years old, you know. Or I met another girl who was obsessed with Shamar Moore from Criminal Investigations, whatever that show is. And I've been told,
say who is this nigga dating? Who the light skinned guy? Say who he dating. Now, I don't know if the light skinned guy, I don't know if he going outside. Like, I don't know. I don't know if he outside like he say. But I don't agree with that. Man, I don't give a fuck who she dated. You know what I'm saying? Like, now if she brings it up or some shit, it comes along down the line or some shit. That don't mean I'm finna just look into it and be like, you know what I'm saying, research this nigga and trying to see, and fuck that shit. That's probably what I'm gonna end up saying in the end, man. Fuck that nigga. You with me. We shouldn't even be talking about no other nigga right now. You know what I'm saying? So damn.
here and there that, you know, some girls, you know, they think I look like Shamar Moore sometimes, not all the time. I think he's way more handsome than me.
This man said, I think he's way more handsome than me. What we doing? What we doing?
All right, so again, all the things that he's talking about, right, is surface level things about how you look. Right now, how you look plays a.
Yes, sir. Don't want to hear shit about no ex. Even though the waves might come through and you hear a little of this, you might hear a little of that. Under the circumstances that you probably ain't paying her no attention anyway right now, and shit's just flowing. But yeah, definitely don't want to hear that shit. You and me, you need to be talking about. You need to be talking about. Let's just play the video.
Part in it. The problem is that when you're looking at it in this way, you're taking out the part of it being about sexual attraction. This is what I want to drill this in you guys' head. It is all about sexual attraction only. You understand what I'm saying? So what does that mean? That means that just because a woman said, oh, my crush was 50 Cent back in the day, or I like this guy, the celebrity crush and all that other stuff, and I kind of look similar to her celebrity crush. That means nothing. Right. Because when she's interacting with you,
the interaction, the conversations, the way you make her feel.
Interacting with you as an individual. And when she's experiencing the individual, right, all those other things don't come into play. You understand what I'm saying? Because what happens is that just because you look like this guy that she had a celebrity crush on or whatever it is like that, doesn't mean she's going to actually be sexually attracted to you. Because everything that she's experiencing when she's having a conversation, interaction, talking to you, feeling the vibe, the energy, all those things take into account when she's dealing with you specifically. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of times, and this is what happens, a lot of times when guys don't really understand the game, they try to look at the game like a formula or a puzzle piece they're trying to figure out. So then they look at it like, well, okay, well, maybe, well, if she, from my data, if she liked guys who look like this, and other women said I look similar to that, then that might.
That's called comparing yourself to another guy. One thing we don't do in Frostville, we don't compare ourselves to the next guy. We do not do that shit. Focus on yourself and how you deliver whatever it is you're trying to deliver. trust me, all you have to say is no once, and her sexual attraction dies. Damn. Just say no once, and her sexual attract. Really? I don't know. I don't know about that one. I done said no, and motherfucker got motherfucking the shit went up. You know what I'm saying? Shit went up because she wasn't used to hearing no. And when a motherfucker ain't used to hearing no, like I'm standing on 10 toes on what the fuck I say. She like, this different. You know what I'm saying? Say that's what they're doing. They are talking about it like it's meth. Oh shit. They're just breaking it down. Trying to break it down the way they know how from their circumstances.
Must mean that she's going to be interested in me and be highly interested in me because, you know, this plus this equals that. And it's like, no, like you actually have to really be in the moment and seeing what's going on and seeing how she's responding to you, period. But let's continue.
Also culture and class. Let's say she loved country music growing up, so she's now into country guys, or she grew up in an environment.
You see what I'm saying? Like, just because a woman likes country music doesn't mean she want to fuck you. Like, guys,
right.
Oh my goodness. like guys, you have to understand. That's why I said sexual attraction only. And we're gonna get into more of that in a second as he's going.
Environment where hip hop music was popular, or she grew up in an environment where she would bachata a lot, and she grew up within Hispanic and Latin cultures, even if she wasn't Latin or Hispanic herself. Even when it comes to class. So if she grew up in low income areas, she's gonna have a.
Let me just say something real quick. I'm disappointed in how much he's focused on the bitch, though. That's the part that kills me.
Right. Yeah, I'm thinking
Yeah, I was just thinking the same fucking thing. He focused on too much of what the woman is or what you perceive the woman to be instead of looking at himself.
It's a part that I don't like. But I mean, I understand that it's about, a woman's, of interest, high interest, low interest, and all that shit. But just focusing on a bitch is just
right, because
that's like the first mistake. But
right, and that's the thing, because
I don't care if she mingle and persuade or whatever she do, country girl, redneck, trailer park trash. It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, is she gonna do what the fuck I say do? Is she gonna cooperate? Is she into me? That type of shit, like, that's the focus.
You're not supposed to focus on the woman herself. You're supposed to focus on how she's responding to you. This is what, and you see what I'm saying? So this is why I'm saying where all the, she like this celebrity guy. It don't matter. How is she responding to you? That's the point. A chick could say all that shit. She could say, like a chick could be like,
Say, Lionel says, isn't that what those guys are doing? That they have all these women around there. I mean, it sounds like they're focused on the women. Not actually. You just have to definitely listen to more of their videos.
I had pictures of dark-skinned guys on my wall from Brooklyn. That don't mean shit to me. How the fuck you responding to me? You know what I'm saying? Like, that don't mean a goddamn thing. You know what I'm saying? Listen.
Probability of wanting the thug or the guy who represents himself in a low-class way. She's going to be more attracted to that, even if she doesn't want to be, because that's her biology fighting towards her attraction to imprint. Now, that was the first way, right? Let's talk about the second way high interest usually forms, and that is when hypergamy is psychologically satisfied. Meaning
that, man, what's up with this hypergamy shit? I don't do the hypergamy. I mean, don't get me wrong. It may exist, but I don't care about that. Like, that's not what fuck that shit, man. Look, sometimes what the fuck do they call it in the red pill space? what the fuck they call it? Hopping, whatever they call it, moving on to the next guy, right? Sometimes her moving on to the next guy, it's a blessing. God damn it.
That's got him with the button talking about hypergamy. Okay, listen to me.
She perceives her sexual market value to be significantly higher than hers. Now, most of you guys might be immediately thinking about looks, but what I'll tell you is that it's not just.
Then why is so many guys with less being taken care of by the woman?
Looks. In fact, it's rarely looks, though that can happen. For example, if I was to swipe on Hinge on all the 3s and 4s in my area, best believe they would probably be high interest and high intent. I could probably get them over my place without a date, right? But of course, that's what.
Okay, you see right there? His language exposed them. He said, if I was to swipe on the 3s and 4s, they would be highly interested. I could probably get him over to my spot without a date. Which basically is saying that the women who are not 3s and 4s, which is the opposite, the 8s, 9s, and 10s.
Go check out my video, why men approach average women more than they do the women that they perceive are way like above their level.
Guess what I got to do? I got to take them on a date. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like, the language exposes you.
Hold up. I got the. No, Lionel. No. No, Lionel. No, we don't use that. We do not use that red pill shit. We don't use that shit. We do not use that shit, Lionel. I'm not hers. It was her turn. You know what I'm saying? It was her turn, not my turn. It was her turn with me. I'm greatness. It was her turn to feel some greatness. You know what I'm saying? No. It ain't my turn. I don't wait in line. I don't wait in line. The women wait in line for me. Say where you asking for what? Oh, okay. You just was expressing a term. Now, but definitely that's probably what the term they was or what the guy in the white was using. Cause I know Mr. Lucario and Miles don't go for that shit either. But isn't that the point to get sets? So if they are getting 3s and 4s without the date, or they getting the sets? Oh shit, probably it's 50-50. Because sometimes the 3s and 4s standards are high because of the simps. You know what I'm saying? So you can try to gravitate and grab your 3 and 4, but her standards still high because she got simps in her inbox. She got simps hitting her cash app without even meeting them. You know what I'm saying? So even 3s and 4s can have like high standards where you won't even have a chance to hit. You know what I'm saying? So just because she an average woman don't mean she easy. But yeah, in his turn, the guy in the white, in his turn, maybe he waiting on his turn. He probably waiting on his turn. So, you know, after she get through sweating all over me, he can go next. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna rewind that again.
Yes,
so y'all see what I'm talking about.
Sir.
You to be significantly
Wait,
higher
hold on. Look, listen, real quick.
Game, recognized game, and you looking kind of unfamiliar right now.
Okay.
Right, listen to this shit.
And that is when hypergamy is psychologically satisfied, meaning that she perceives her sexual market value to be significantly higher than hers. Now, most of you guys might be immediately thinking about looks, but what I'll tell you is that it's not just looks. In fact, it's rarely looks, though that can happen. For example,
he gave a different meaning to hypergamy just then from what I'm used to hearing. Because usually hypergamy from the manosphere red pill means she moved to the higher value guy. But he said she perceives you to be more high value than her. So he used it in a different term.
If I was to swipe on a Hinge on all the 3s and 4s in my area, best believe they would probably
say what's that, Lionel? Say no. Hold up. Say no. I'm saying they are knocking him for 3s and 4s on arguing that he's still getting the girl. Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, yeah, you definitely right. That facts. He's still getting the women. Said you can't be knocking him for getting a below average chick if he's still getting the chick. A lot of guys ain't even getting the chicks. Okay, yeah, facts. That's straight facts right there. Yes, sir.
be high interest and high intent. I could probably get them over my place without a date, right? But
you see what I'm saying? So he's basically saying the women who are the 3s and 4s, because my sexual market value is bigger than hers, then she'd be highly interested in me. You understand what I'm saying? And this is
you know how many high value guys got played because they wasn't interested in the guy. They was only interested in his money. So when he pulled up to the hotel, he got robbed. You know what I'm saying? Like they got some guys to get him, and you know, plenty of guys that been through that. And that's another reason why the dating market kind of like starts slowing down. That's just one of the other reasons why. It's plenty of other reasons, but that's just one of the reasons why. Because guys were getting set up. They was leading with their money, showing their value, and end up getting set up for the okie dokie.
The part about that also too is that just because you think a woman is a 3 or 4 doesn't mean she thinks you're 8, 9, or 10. That's the part that a lot of these guys don't understand, because remember, what a person deems appealing is subjective. You see?
Okay, let's see. Lionel says, a lot of women are only interested in the guys when he has a load of money. The money makes the pussy wet. Oh shit. Money, or sometimes it can be the status. A nigga that got high status and the woman can be interested. So various reasons for numerous of different women.
You know what I'm saying? So
what do you mean, Lucario? No, hold on, Lucario. What do you mean, Lucario? I have the clean cut R&D look, so therefore I'm a 10. I don't care what you're talking. What do you mean? Come on, Lucario.
That's what I'm saying. Even talking about sexual market value, is that whole term is ridiculous, because all it's basically doing is trying to say that there's this objective thing that determines sexual appeal, which is not.
And when they say sexual market value, I don't get into that shit. Like, I don't get into the sexual market value. That's, you know, that to a certain extent, it might be true what they say. It might be somewhat true, partially not. But that ain't what we focus on over here. We don't focus on the sexual market value. We focus on self-building, self-awareness. You know what I'm saying? Focus on the self.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Right.
That's the crazy part.
Right.
But let's continue this shit. It's crazy.
Say, yo, Chris, what it do, bro? Appreciate you coming through. Appreciate you. Say, Lionel says, nope. As a man that houses victims, a lot of women who know they are 3s and 4s think they are 3s and 4s. They are right, but they are also wrong. Nah, for real though, they think I don't know. I done seen average women, man. That's over the top, bro. Over the top, like, and I done also did my loop around the social media shit, and I see average women get millions of comments and shit. Like, they get more comments than the so-called baddies. You know what I'm saying? The average woman get more comments than the so-called baddies. And guys are hitting on it. Why? Because they think they have more of a chance with the average woman than they will with the so-called baddie.
Of course, that's what we don't want. And those women will see me or you as significantly more attractive than themselves. But also it comes down to what I call your multiple points of leverage in terms of an online context, right? So this is usually your sex appeal, the status, perception through the photo, competence, showing scarce resources, showing a fun lifestyle.
You see what I'm saying? Notice he's talking about status, resources, fun lifestyle. High interest equals sexual attraction only. Let me explain something to you guys. A woman is not sexually attracted to you because of your lifestyle. She's not sexually attracted to you because of your resources. She's not.
Now I can I vouch for that? Because I done seen motherfuckers come straight out the pen with like 5 women waiting on him. He ain't got no status. I mean, he got I guess they was attracted to the looks and the physical, right? The looks and physical. Like Lionel said, they see the physical and get wet in 5 minutes. So yeah, that can, like the lifestyle, he talking about resources and stuff like that don't matter all the time. It don't matter. The money and shit don't matter all the time, because some women are looking forward to taking care of a guy that they're sexually attracted to.
Sexually attracted to you because you look like you're living this cool life. That you see what I'm saying?
Hold up. Let me get back to the chat real quick. Lionel says, okay, Jeff, the sexual market value is true. My sister mom has a client that has a legit rotating harem of women. He's an ATL where a lot of men are stated to be gay. This guy is straight. Yeah, I had to now I ain't saying it's false, but I definitely say I don't pay attention to it. Like that's just not my style. That's not the wave I ride. I don't care about the sexual market value. But if it's true, I mean, salute to that. But I don't even pay no attention to it. But say has his own place, business owner, so the women don't care if he has other women. The sexual marketplace value in ATL is high, and is what the women want. So when you say he has other women, his own place in business, I mean, let's just say, like, okay, my market value is low, right? My market value is low. I also had women. I mean, don't trust me. I had my own. At this point in time, I just had my own house. I was on my bike at this time, right? I was on my bike and walking. So I also had women who knew I had other women. I also had those women cooking for me. I also had those women bringing me stuff from my house. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, and my value is low. I'm just a normal guy who work a 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying? So him having money and stuff, see, that's why I don't get into it. That's why I don't get into the sexual the sexual market value stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because I had to focus on me and what my bubble has around it. So on the flip side, Jeff is right, women be waiting outside of prison for these, man. Yeah, for sure. What's up, Shadow? What's up? What it do? Appreciate you coming through. Say, Jeff, you're a rapper, your market value. I stop it, bro. You be stealing niggas. Women. He said, don't listen to Jeff, y'all. He's a rapper. Y'all know they be talking shit. His value is high. And nah, I'm My value was if it was high, it was high. But right now, I'm just an average guy. I'm just an average guy. Shadow says my man better not have no other woman other than his mama and lady in his family. Oh shit, that's crazy words. Hello. All right, I'm live and I'm recording, and you on speaker, so everything being recorded. All right. Shit. So yeah, I'm definitely just an average guy, but I have had it like that. Like, woo. Now, if we want to talk about status, we want to talk about the value of status being high. Yeah, when I was in the studio and rapping and shit, I seen a lot of shit. I seen a lot of shit. That's why I'm here, and I can say what the fuck I'm saying. I had a lot of experience. I mean, don't get me wrong, I ain't experienced everything. That's why I like to hear other people's mindsets and what they think about stuff like this on these kind of topics. Because I haven't experienced everything, right? But I experienced a lot of shit. So Harley Quinn might need to keep her out keep her out for your guy. Say Jeff noted what I said though. I said ATL, the women here are different because a lot of them are bosses and legit making big money. Again, in ATL outside of this is different. Okay. Right. You did say ATL, you made it Pacific. You did make it very Pacific, ATL. And it's a lot of gays in ATL. From what I heard, allegedly, y'all don't fuck me up. Allegedly, from what I heard, it's a lot of gays in ATL. But let's get back to the video real quick.
Saying so all you're doing when you're doing that is you're promoting non-sexual things. Do you understand what I'm saying? And so what happens is when you're promoting non-sexual things, right? What you're doing is you're actually attracting women who won't necessarily have high interest in you. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like, yo, but remember, what I'm telling you is that it's about sexual attraction and sex appeal. And sexual attraction and sex appeal is a combination of your looks, appearance, and behavior, right? And when I say behavior, it's not behavior of, oh, I got this yacht, look at that. No, it's the behavior that the woman is experiencing when you're interacting with her. That's the behavior. Exactly. You see what I'm saying? You said multiple times that girls need to perceive you as better, AKA higher market value. I hate when you guys use these nerd ass terms. There is no market. You guys get that fucking market shit out your head. There's no market. You see what I'm saying? Y'all niggas listen to all this.
That's what I'm saying. I don't do that market shit. Like, now, I'm not gonna knock nobody who want to study the sexual market and value. Not gonna knock that shit if that's what you want to do. But your best bet in the way I operate, your best bet is not to even focus on that shit. You need to focus on what's happening in your bubble. You know what I'm saying? Focus on your own status. Like, I don't do the stats either, even though the stats are important in some areas, not all. The stats are important in some areas, right? But I don't focus on the stats. I have my own stats. Once you get out and you experience with enough women, you're gonna build up your own status. It's like a YouTube analyst, right? Once you get enough traffic coming through your channel, once you get enough people watching your shows, it's gonna tell you your high and lows of your subscribers when they watch your shit. You know what I'm saying? When they watch your shit. When they're online. When they're online, when they ain't online. They're gonna give you the highs and lows, the hot spot, low spots, medium spots. And that's how you need to do your life. You know what I'm saying? make your own stats. So, yeah. And that's why I said in certain places there's a market. Can't just dismiss it. Okay, yeah, but I can't I'm not gonna dismiss it, but I can not focus on it at all. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit don't even cross my mind until I hear it. But other than that, that shit don't even cross my mind.
This red pill, sexual market value. There is no sexual market value. What a person deems sexual or sexually appealing is always subjective and personal.
There you go.
There's no fucking thing as sexual market value. Like, I don't get this shit, man. This is crazy. Well, let's continue.
So if you show yourself traveling in unique environments, you're on a yacht, you're in Rome, you're in Paris, wherever it may be, and a woman sees her.
Of course. Girls just want to have fun. Of course.
Stuff like, I've always wanted to travel. I've never done this before.
Okay, so why are you on the apps trying to entice a woman to travel with you? You know what I'm saying? So you're taking it away from it being about something sexual to being about something non-sexual, which is travel.
Exactly.
So now what you're exactly. So essentially you're going to attract women who may not actually have high interest in you, but they have interest in traveling. They have interest in you taking the places, buying them shit. You see what I'm saying? This is what we're trying to get you guys to understand is that, like, so when
Lina says, again, I think they are wrong when I tell women that you've been SA, women don't want to deal with me anymore. My value decreases. Yeah, that's a hard pill to swallow. So definitely, I think when it comes to that, or when it comes, I think now, I don't know, I could be wrong, but just my opinion on that is maybe finding someone else who has the same outcome as you. Maybe y'all can bond together. Not trauma bond, but healing bonding. It's like a healing bonding. We can heal together too. So trauma ain't all, with the good comes the bad, with the bad comes with the good. So if it's a trauma bond, there also is a healing bond. So that's just my opinion though.
we do you guys online dating profiles, right? We create your photos to be the most sexually appealing. Not to show that, oh, this guy, he travels and he's this big guy with the yacht, and he has like clout, and he has the money, and he has the nice car, and he's having fun feeding, it's like, no. All it is sex appeal, sexual attraction only. That is it. But listen to you.
So cool. Even if she's not really highly physically attracted to you, she still perceives your sexual market value to be significantly higher than hers, thus making her psychology high interest, right?
You see how this doesn't even make sense? How does she perceive your sexual market value based on something non-sexual? Do you understand what I'm saying? It doesn't even make sense. Traveling is non-sexual. So how does she perceive your sexual market value as higher than hers when traveling has nothing to do with you being sexy? See, a lot of guys who don't have game, they think that all of these non-sexual things is the thing that makes you sexy. No, it's about sex appeal, and sex appeal has nothing to do with all of this outside non-sexual shit. This is why a nigga who's a bum, who ain't got two nickels to rub together, is fucking your woman. You understand? Why you at work?
The guy we don't even got two nickels to rub together is fucking your woman. Oh shit, the guy they talking about is making my head hurt. Uh-oh. Don't do it.
Dang.
While you traveling. You understand what I'm saying? What we talking about? This is
Yeah. That now I have seen situations like that. Like, woo. The guy with the high value guy. I don't know how sexually he is on the market. I don't know that. I just know he was a high value guy. Nice crib. Got a woman, got his wife in the house. She ain't got to work or nothing. But my cousin calling me to come pick him up because her husband came home unexpectedly. And I done told this story before. If y'all been with me rocking with me for a while, y'all probably heard this story. So he calls me to come pick him up. I'm like, cuz, where you at, cuz? This motherfucker come out, no shoes and shit, no shirt, running to the car, coming out the damn bushes and shit. Talking about he almost fucking got caught. But yeah, I'm just telling a story related to what they just said though.
crazy. Oh my goodness, this is ridiculous.
Because hypergamy is psychologically satisfied even before you said a word. Now, also with lean body showcasing like fitness, right? So a woman that's always been into like
these boys talking about JP. Oh shit. Nah, JP got some crazy ass stories though. That boy got some crazy stories, but I got to admit when JP be right sometimes, the guy be right sometimes. I love that I'm supposed to be asleep by now, but I can't sleep. It's all good, Shadow. I hope this don't make your head hurt too bad, but I appreciate you coming through and listening, you know what I'm saying, and participating in the chat.
lean or fit guys, maybe she's lean herself, maybe not. But if she sees that, along with the other points of leverage that you're stacking within your photos, dating profile, etc., psychologically, once again.
And you know what's funny? Notice what he's basically essentially saying to you guys is, do more and show more shit so that the woman feels worth it. Which means that you don't feel who you are, period, is enough to be attracted to the woman.
I just stay plain Jane me. I say what I say, stand 10 toes on it, and it is what it is from there. And that's what I recommend other guys do. Just be yourself. Just be yourself.
Prove yourself to her with all these.
You ain't got shit to prove to nobody but yourself.
Points of leverage that you're building.
This is crazy.
Like that's and honestly, this might be a part of it to reveal how much he doesn't really realize what you're talking about.
Right.
That's probably why he don't shout you out. You know what I'm saying?
I'm like, oh man. This is what I'm saying. This is what happens when you're talking about the things that you don't really know. You understand what I'm saying? This is crazy. This is freaking crazy. But let's continue.
She is seeing your value higher than hers. And this is what everything is all about in terms of our online dating strategy here, especially within Digital Romeo. Our goal is to position you above the average so that a woman sees you, immediately tells herself that hypergamy is satisfied.
See, what's funny? He keeps saying hypergamy is satisfied. The concept of the whole hypergamous thing is the woman jumping from this guy to the bigger, better deal.
See, that's what I was saying. He gave a whole different definition of hypergamy. Oh man, what we doing? What we doing out here?
Right. So essentially, what you're
that's why I don't even pay attention to the hypergamy shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, if a woman wants to leave, the door is always open.
What you're saying is that you're performing for the woman, saying, well, come here. I have the best stuff. I travel to the best places. I have the best resources. You see what I'm saying?
And that's the parts that I don't like about this. Those are the parts that I don't like. Yeah.
And then you want to talk about her having high interest. Everything he's talking about is anti
Shadow said, what the hell that word he said? That's too big for my tiny brain. Yeah, hypergamy. When a woman moves to a higher value guy, she leaves the low value guy for the higher value guy, or a guy with higher value than the value of the guy she's with. So pretty much she's just moving on to the next best thing. The grass is green on the other side, is what they say.
High interest. Because
Facts.
high interest equals sexual attraction only. You understand what I'm saying? You're essentially projecting or advertising non-sexual shit. This is crazy. Okay, let's continue.
Thus, swiping right on you, thus being more high intent and high interest. That's the way it works because, like I said, you don't have to be the most attractive guy objectively. You don't have to be Chad. You don't have to be Tyrone. Your signals just have to show her as to why you are essentially better than her.
He talking about your pictures and showing your lifestyle and shit, man. I've been on dating sites. Not too many. Mainly, you know what I'm saying, like Facebook dating type shit. Regular pictures. Get swipe right on or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Boom, bam, bam. And go from there, you know what I'm saying? And I had them from average to higher than average.
See, and the funny part is that he's saying the right outcome with the wrong information. So he's saying your signals have to show her why you're better than her. Remember, nobody's better or worse than anyone. Her perception or perspective should be you're better than her, but that has to come with her believing that based on who you are, not what you're doing. That's the part that you guys don't see. Sexual attraction and sex appeal is about who you are, not what you're doing. So if you're like, well, my sexual market value is higher than hers, or I'm better than her because I'm doing all this cool shit. No, in fact, the opposite is happening. You're essentially saying she's better than you because you saying I got to do all this cool shit to fuck with her. You see what I'm saying?
You're proving all this shit. Yeah.
This is crazy.
Man.
This is crazy.
Man.
I'm like, the irony. This is insane.
So those were the two main ways that high interest is usually formed. However, let's quickly talk about some traits of a high interest woman. Number one is that she's going to break her own rules. She usually wants a guy to take her out for dinner. For you, she'll be fine with the coffee date. Two, she will make herself available relatively fast, usually within 2 to 5 days. You become a priority within her schedule. Her friends say, hey, you know, we're going out to dinner at 8. She'll try to see you at 7. She's busy with class and school and work from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m., but she'll try to fit you in at 7:45. Also, she invests.
She'll try to fit.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like none of that. What the fuck? Bro, I thought, wait. I thought he was.
Hold up. It said Lionel said, that's a lie. I'm better than child abusers. You're definitely better than other people. Yeah, man. That's why you gotta look within yourself. You gotta look within yourself and know who you are and believe in yourself. All this shit this dude talking about, I don't even a keen to it. They make it sound like it's work when it's not even work. It's just life. You know what I'm saying? It's life. You communicate with people, and if you find that person that you know that you dwell off with, then that's okay. And if you don't, it's okay. Simple shit. Simple shit.
Building leverage with points of interest and all this shit. How the fuck is she still trying to fit you in?
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying.
On, man.
Gotta pay attention to the language.
You gotta pay attention to the language. Yo, you see, that's why I don't even watch these niggas, bro. Like,
this shit crazy.
without being asked. High interest
He
women.
says she invests without being asked. That's a no-no.
I wonder why that's a no-no, because I done had that happen. But let's see what he say.
Again, you can't stop a woman from doing this because she may actually really like you a lot, so she's gonna invest, right? Without being asked.
Right.
Also, a woman investing without being asked also is a manipulation tactic. You understand what I'm saying?
Exactly.
What she's doing is she's like,
realize it.
right, if I do this, then
So that's what I always ask. When a woman invests without me asking, or she asking me what I need type shit, I'm like, what is the alternative motive? You know what I'm saying? I always ask myself that, and then I'm always watching. Like, what is the ulterior motive for her doing this shit?
maybe he'll treat me better than the other girls, or I'll get it in, or I'll be able to. That's also part of it too. Let's continue.
Let's stop it right there. Lionel says, it's not that simple. These women are not the old 1950s women. These are new cats. That's why a lot of guys are lost or just settling for the first girl that is nice to them. Actually, it is easy. Once you find yourself, like you always say, Lionel, these guys haven't been taught how to search for themselves and look within. They haven't been taught that, so that's also a problem we have to go back and break down. But once you find yourself and know what you're looking for, you know what direction you heading in, you got your standards and boundaries. You done associated with enough women to know at least certain things that how women move. You know what I'm saying? It's some things that come with it, but it's still not. It's not how he got it. Like, this is not math. This is not algebra 3 and shit. This is not geometry type shit. This 1 + 2 type shit. It's not that hard. Also, knowing how to move on will definitely help a lot of people.
If you, for example, let's say
not how, but knowing when to move on and how to move on. Got to put them together.
You guys want to cook at your place, she'll ask, should I bring a bottle of wine? Do you need me to bring anything? She might even bring you a gift on the first date. Trust me, it happens. She complies, and it's very, very easy. It's very frictionless. Also, she's very forgiving. She'll forgive your mistakes. She'll forgive your awkwardness. She'll forgive the random awkward conversation. She'll forgive you.
Wait, what is that? What does that even mean?
Say that. That's why it's not easy. Easy for you. It's easy for these two reviewers. It's not easy, or else these guys wouldn't have the podcast. You like, damn. Fuck. You just debunked my shit. Get out of here, Lionel. Get your ass up out of here. But now, though, man, for real, that's facts, though. Facts. Good statement. Nice statement. Nice statement.
What is he?
Wait,
what is he talking about? Why does she have to forgive you?
Wait, hold on. Wait. So, who determines what you're doing is a mistake? Is she the
God, bro,
mistake determiner? Like, what is the mistake that I made? Or she's like,
So this is K Zaggin, the Return to Manhood. He also part of Lucario and Miles Cunningham. They got their own group. And he says sexual attraction is illogical and a natural occurrence. He's trying to get you to do unnatural things in order to get a natural response. You got to let that shit sink in. You know
what? I forgive him for making that mistake because I have high interest in him. What's the mistake?
What's the mistake? What are you talking about, my nigga?
K Zaggin says sexual attraction is a logical and a natural occurrence. He's trying to get you to do unnatural things in order to get a natural response. Exactly. like, what's the mistake? what I think he's trying to say is that, you know, because she is highly interested in you, she's just down for how you're doing things. I guess that's what I think he's trying to say.
She'll overlook your imperfections because she's that interested in you.
Right.
But why are we even framing it like that? Like, why are we putting the thoughts together in that way?
That's what I'm saying.
Because it sounds like you're putting the woman in the position of.
I'm sorry, bro. Women may overlook your mistake, but they will not overlook your mistake. Am I making sense? They may overlook your mistake, but they're not overlooking your mistake. So they may, like he said, forgive you and all that shit, but trust me, they ain't forgot. They may forgive you, but they ain't forgot. As soon as the time comes, they just put it in the chamber. As soon as the time comes, not literally shoot you, not just shoot you, but they're gonna bring it up. They're gonna bring that shit up. That's what I'm saying.
Like, that's too much power. Like, what are we doing?
Or Miles, remember, she has to fit you in. You know what I'm saying? Like, she has to.
No. Hey, you know what? Fuck it. Go follow these niggas, bro. Because, you know, he's obviously, you know, his market value is super. Like, come on, man. I can't. It's like, my nigga. No, real quick. See, this is how I know that a lot of y'all niggas, I don't like, okay, it's frustrating or disappointing to a certain extent, but I can't even blame y'all niggas for following dudes like this.
Mm-hmm.
Because you literally, like, when we listen to him talk, it sounds like looking at a fucking bus accident. It sounds disgustingly horrible. Like it lands on my ear and it sounds like a screech. It sounds terrible.
Mm-hmm.
But niggas listen to this nigga and it just makes perfect sense to them. Scroll up real quick. How many views does this video have?
It got 9,600.
See what I'm saying?
Look, let me show you something. Hold on. I think I saw one of these comments. Okay, look at this comment right here. I'm gonna show you this comment right here from Bitcoin Bobby. Right? He says there are 4 levels. There are 4 levels: no interest, low interest, mid interest, and high interest. As men, you want to deal with women of mid/high interest to reach your goal. Society will tell you to deal with low to no interest women to win them over, aka spend money because that keeps the economy going. Now, where the fuck did this guy come up with this no interest, low interest, mid interest, high interest from? Where did he get that from? You see what I'm saying? Like, these dudes, they take the shit, but they don't understand what they're talking about. It's horrible. This is horrible, man. Well, let's continue.
Not being fully the idealized version that she saw in her head because she's that attracted to you. She'll essentially.
Lionel says, but if you never suffered or had issues, then you can't relate. Well, yeah, you definitely can't relate. This is like late 80s Michael Jordan asking why can't everyone else play like him or on his team. Yeah, you definitely got it. You got to. That's why I say you got to get out and experience this shit. You got to get out there in the world. But what I'm gonna do is we're gonna close this out. I think I'm gonna make a part 2 because this motherfucker, it got a whole nother hour on it. So I'm definitely not finna. I'm tired, man. I definitely I got whooped this 4th of July. I'm tired. So we definitely gonna do a part 2 and finish this video. So y'all stay tuned. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button, share the live out, and Yeah, man, I'm gonna have to get back into this shit. I got to get back into it, but yeah, but definitely, man. Like I said, high interest for me is the woman laughing at shit that really ain't funny and being out touchy feely and all in my space. And when she say something, I respond just being me. I respond with a sexual comment, you know what I'm saying? A sexual reply and see how she respond to it. And watch her body language, you know what I'm saying? So that's how I know if she interested or not. And then once that shit connect, I give out my number, tell her to text me right now so I can lock her in my phone and we'll go from there. So once all that happened, that's the setup. But that's what I perceive as high interest. But I don't really get into the high interest shit. I don't really get into that shit either. I just be myself, be me. It is what it is. I approach or not. You know what I'm saying? If it happens, it happens. If it don't, it don't. But that's the way I move. And I don't think guys should be getting into all this other high interest shit. I mean, it's good to know it, but not focus on it. You know what I'm saying? It's good to know it, but not focus on it. Mainly, you want to focus on you and the conversation you having with the woman and how things are going. So we definitely gonna get back into it. And I definitely appreciate everybody coming through this thing, man. You know, peace and blessings and all that. But let's shut this thing down, man. I be D, Dr. Frizzle Frost. And remember, you don't need no helicopter. We don't need no helicopter to elevate over hills. Peace and prosperity to you all.
Lost count of the brothers we lost to these streets. It done came to sometimes either him or me. All the time I kept my eyes on my enemies. Had people that was that called family. Said loyalty's a must, but I lost that trust. I just knew that I loved her, but the facts was lust. Should've had my nose in the wind, but I was sneezing off dust. Achoo, bless you, still this world is cruel. The table's set, but the chairs are empty. Lies were served like a feast of plenty. Whispers carve knives that cut so deep. Promises are sold for secrets to keep. I build my trust on fragile stone. Now I stand here all alone. Betrayal's flame won't burn me down. I'll rise up strong. Wear the crown. Through the ashes, through the scars, I'll light the dark like falling stars. Blood means nothing when hearts grow cold. Their smiles were masks, their hands were stones. They watched me drown, they watched me fight, but I broke the chains in the heat of night. I've seen shadows, I've seen the fall. Now I'll be the ice that breaks them all. Betrayal's flame won't burn me down. I'll rise up strong. Wear the crown. Through the ashes, through the scars, I'll light the dark like falling stars. I'm cold, bitch. I'm cold, bitch. I'm cold, bitch. Welcome to Frostville, salute to the host, Dr. Frizzle Frost. Let's suit up. Let's get ready for surgery.
Get your ass up out of here.